Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Broadcast, where we're going to be eating breakfast together and I'm going to be talking about the news. So let's get straight into that. Today for breakfast, I've got a mix of a bunch of crappy cereals. Fortunately, got a little bit soggy while I was setting things up, but that's alright. I've got some medium roast coffee. In my excellent mug of self-reflection. Look at this glory. Let's get straight into the news. Recently, Elon Musk spoke at the National Governors Association. He talked about the future of business and artificial intelligence. I will post a link to his talk in the description. I like the way he talks. He's a pretty cool guy. You should check it out. Leap Motion nabs $50 million for its VR/AR hand tracking tech. So Leap Motion's been developing a hand tracking technology for virtual reality for some time now. They've collected about $100 million. Now they got another $50 million, and they're going to Asia. You can see some of that here. There will be a link to the article in the description below, or wherever the description happens to be. Is Intel killing off the budget champion, the Pentium G4560? Yes, they are. They're killing it off because it's killing off sales of their higher end processors and their i3s, which are kind of their lower end processors, but not really. Really what they've done is they've released a processor that's too good for the price that it is, so they're cutting back production on the Intel G series to make more room for their old CPUs, which are too expensive. Thumbs down, Intel. Thumbs down. A couple more bites of my breakfast. So this article by Engadget. In a fragmented VR market, one company wants to unite them all. This is talking, of course, about this VR company that's been around for a little while now, called GameBased Labs, I believe. They're trying to bring out a VR headset that will do all of the other games for all the other platforms. So, one VR headset does Oculus, Steam VR, and Daydream is the hope. I think it looks pretty cool. It certainly looks some kind of neo cyberpunk to me. I like the looks of it. I'm anxious to see how she works out. They've been betaing the thing for a while now. Japan's space camera drone on the ISS is a floating ball of cuteness. I'm not sure how new this thing is, but it is gorgeous. It's this little floating ball that weighs approximately 2.2 pounds, and she has a kinetic drive engine, which allows her to theoretically move anywhere in floating space. It's not powerful, but when there's zero gravity, you don't need it to be powerful. And I think it's fucking awesome and cute, and you've got to check it out, because we're going to see more little guys like this in the future, all over the place. I know it. I hope for it, at least. Tasty breakfast. It's actually really good today. Even though it's soggy, it's good. But because I'm hungry. So I think that Comcast has made a good point, and The Verge points out their point in an article they did, that Comcast says that it should be able to create internet fast lanes for self-driving cars. They also think that they should be able to make internet fast lanes for medical vehicles and for medical assistants like hearing aids that do their processing remotely. They think that there should be fast lanes for certain types of traffic. And there's a lot of logic in that. There really is. But net neutrality is a big issue, and it can't be simplified to we should get rid of net neutrality so that we can have some fast lanes. Couple more bites of my breakfast. So Amazon recently, a little while ago, they purchased a Whole Foods supermarket chain worth $13.7 billion. And now they just bought, they just filed for some trademark service described as "we do the prep, you be the chef." So there's a theory that Amazon is going to be coming out with meal boxes. So you order it, and it's either a ready-to-go meal or a meal that you make. And I like the way this is going because it could save a lot on food waste if people could have the exact ingredients they need to make a meal delivered to them on a regular basis. It could save a lot of food waste. A couple more bites of my breakfast. So, real-time facial recognition could soon be used on police body cameras to catch criminals and find missing people. Motorola has partnered up with the artificial intelligence startup Neurala to create new smart cameras. They have a proprietary technology that they fucking copyrighted because they're assholes that can do facial detection on microprocessing platforms. So it's basically facial detection in theory on wearable tech that doesn't have to use the internet to back up the processing power. And to me it's a little bit scary because you could literally, you'll literally have cops walking in the street and it will say not criminal, not criminal, not criminal, not criminal, criminal. So it's a little bit like Duck Duck Goose with that game, and it makes it hard. If the computer gets it wrong, then you're gonna have a really, really bad day. Couple more bites of my breakfast. Here's a decent article on Lifehacker called "What Makes Artificial Intelligence Racist and Sexist?" And what it comes down to is they're learning from us, and they're learning from data, and racism is such a blurry term that it's going to be really hard for robots to get it right. The best example of this I can think of so far that's popular in media is Microsoft's Tay, which is an AI that Microsoft released that within 24 hours became a racist Nazi slut. And I'm not exaggerating. She was set to learn off having conversations with people, and people set to trolling her right away and teaching her that the world was, you know, it was supposed to be this way. Check out Microsoft Tay. Check out this Lifehacker article. Yeah, robots, they're definitely going to be racist. They're going to look at big data sets, and they're going to say that we might as well put more medical care towards this sect of society because they're more likely to live longer. Well, no, that's racist. Alright, well, thank you for joining me on the news today, and y'all have a good one.